Hello viewer, welcome to the third episode of Acholi and Lango history. In the previous episode, we discussed whether Lango adopted the Acholi language. Well, today, we look at the formation of the Acholi people. My name is Bosco Pio, writer of several books about historical and political events in Uganda. Please subscribe to this channel, like and share the video. Acholi is a Luo-speaking ethnic group in northern Uganda. They are bordered by Lango to the south, Karamoja to the east, West Nile to the west, Madi to the northwest, and South Sudan to the north. As detailed in my latest book, Acholi Is Lango, the formation of the Acholi people, culture, language, and system began with the arrival of two main groups, the Luo in the 1600s and the Lango in the 1700s. To understand the genesis and evolution of Acholi, we need to examine the history and activities of these two groups in their new land, Acholiland. From power structures, to religion, to marriage, to hunting, to entertainment, and to anything else that is Acholi, the oral traditions reveal how these aspects evolved to form the Acholi identity. Starting with leadership, Acholi oral tradition describes how the Acholi leadership system known as care was introduced by the Luo groups and adopted by the Lango groups. This system became a cornerstone of administration, control, and unity. In the care system, one clan emerged as the royal clan of all the clans in an area through military might, numerical superiority, or political maneuvers to form a chiefdom. The Ruot, or chief of the emerged clan, became the overall and only chief in the chiefdom. He appointed a representative known as Lachiok Piny to every distant part of the chiefdom. Upon its introduction in the 1600s, the system spread everywhere in Acholi and flourished. By the time colonization got into the area in early 1900s, several powerful chiefdoms such as Payira under Ruorawich, Padibe under Ruorugwok, and Pajule under Ruorugaba operated strong armies known as Oteralweny. Oral traditions reveal how groups from the Lango migration did not understand the concept but quickly embraced it. The oral traditions of a Wu clan that arrived in eastern Acholi from Lango migration recounts how they took over care from a Luo migration clan that had already settled in the area. When a Wu arrived in a Dilang, Agago district, in three lineages of a Wu Lik, a Wu Kibwor, and a Wu Buru Paupol, they found a Bunga clan from the Luo migration settled in the area. Whereas a Wu operated a non-centralized administration system headed by elders, a Bunga had a care family within the clan. When Abua realized that their Wu were fierce warriors and outnumbered them, they decided to surrender their royal power to avoid being overrun. When their Wu elders, who did not understand the care concept, inquired, a Bunga envoy told them, "With this drum, you become the center of power and the man with full power." A Wu people accepted the offer, and a ceremony was held at a Kuri Hill in a Dilang, where the Bunga royal family handed over the instruments of power to Odieny Rubarmoy of a Wu clan. Odieny became the first Ruot of a Dilang chiefdom. Since then, his family has inherited the care from father to son up to the present day. The Abunga Awu account is just one example of how the care system founded Acholi from different groups that suddenly found themselves sharing the same space. It united them by creating a common environment where they worked together, fought together, hunted together, solved a problem together, and built a culture together. Speaking of culture, Acholi are also known for their numerous dances, including La Raha, La Kubukubu, Otole, Apira, Achut, Bwala, Aguma, and many others. Many of these dances and musical performances have their origin in the Lango Luo group's convergence. For instance, Bwala, the most popular Acholi dance, was created in the early years of the Acholi formation by the Ajali clan of the Lango migration. The Ajali, who grew black-eyed peas, known in Lebacholi as Ngor, were angry at a group of monkeys that often ate their crops. Chief Okidi Lugongomoy ordered that fire be set around the bamboo bush where the monkeys hid, resulting in many monkeys' deaths. When some children went to play at the monkeys' death site, they found some monkeys that had survived the fire, mourning their dead. The monkeys stood holding hands in line facing the charred bodies of their mates and moved back and forth to the rhythm of their hoot. The children loved the choreography. They mimicked it whenever they converged to play. Some adults who loved the dance went to a nearby hill to perfect it. The sound of their rehearsal scared Chief Okidi, who mistook it for enemy's attack. When the dance was performed before the chief, he was deeply impressed. He reserved it for palace ceremonies and named it Bwala, derived from the word Bwolo, which means lie, referring to his unfounded fear. Bwala has since become a celebrated Acholi dance, with songs addressing various life aspects like royalty, family, and marriage. Acholi naming system is another aspect of Acholi culture that underwent significant transformation during the Luo Lao era. For instance, the use of the Nodugere or praise name Moi, given to a man for killing an enemy from another ethnic group, was introduced by the Lao migration groups. The key word that describes the manner of the killing becomes the first part of the praise name. For example, Duaro Moi for Duaro, which means hunting the victim. Libo Moi for Libo, which means stalking the victim. Mako Moi for Mako, which means catching the victim, and many others. The fact that the Moi naming practice is stronger in the East and weaker in the West is indicative of where it began in Acholi. Also, the fact that the practice is also present in the neighboring Lao culture points to its roots in the Lao migration. In Lao, the Moi name is given to a man for an extraordinary performance. For instance, the oral tradition of the Ola clan in Oyam district recounts that their fierce warrior, Olong, was bestowed the praise name Dilu Moi from Dilu, which means waking up, for his habit of raiding his opponents very early in the morning. Other names such as Ogwang, Agwang, Omara, Odieng, Oton, and Odiek, introduced by the Lao groups to Acholi, have become commonplace. Further evidence of Acholi roots in the Lao migration is language. An analysis of dialectal variations within Leb Acholi suggests a closer linguistic relationship between East Acholi dialect and Leb Lao than West Acholi dialect and Leb Lao. This linguistic pattern echoes the migratory trend discussed earlier, where a significant influx of Lao migration groups settled more heavily in Eastern Acholiland than in the Western regions. The table shows linguistic relationship between Leb Acholi and Leb Lao. As you can see, there is the colon for word and for different dialects. Under word, we have the word salt, and in West Acholi dialect, it's kedo. In East Acholi dialect, kado. In Leb Lao, kado. The word body in West Acholi is kum, East Acholi, kom, Leb Lao, kom. The word joy in West Acholi, yom chuin, East Acholi, yom chuin, Leb Lao, yom chuin. The word lightning, West Acholi, lukot, East Acholi, lutkot, Leb Lao, lutkot. Importantly, evidence from the era shows that the name Acholi did not exist throughout the convergence period, indicating the absence of a common heritage. At that time, different clans and chiefdoms identified themselves by their respective names, usually those of their founding fathers. Examples include Jopa Lira, Jopa Jule, Jopa Dibe. This is why many place names in Acholi have the pa prefix, meaning for, such as Payira for Ayira people, Pajule for Ajule people, Paton for Ton people, Padibe for Adibe people, Pawel for Awel people, Paicho for Icho people, and many others. Until 1900, outside communities referred to them by different names. The Lao called them Ogang, the Banyoro called them Ganyi. European explorers and writers called them Gang. Arab slave traders called them Shuli. Colonialists like Samuel Becker, Emin Pasha, and Gordon used terms such as Shuli and Gang in their books and documents. Even the map of the region that Becker drew at that time did not show the name Acholi. MacDonald, the British military commander who signed treaties with several Acholi chiefs, including Ogwok of Padibe in 1899, used the Arab word Shuli in the documents, as shown in the extract on your screen. Eventually, the word Acholi emerged during colonization when the British created a common administrative unit, bringing the entire area under one unit. Consequently, the population adopted the Arab word Shuli for their identity and modified the pronunciation to align with their linguistic patterns. To read more about the history of Acholi and Lao, get a copy of this book, Acholi Is Lango, available in many bookshops and supermarkets in Uganda. You can also read it online or order a copy online from the Amazon.com link in the comment section below. Till we meet again in the next episode. Bye-bye.